Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. As you can see, we're back with the Team Wilder, and we're going to do it up a little bit different today because a lot of people have been asking what I do on the faction accounts to get so much resources, to get diamonds, to get everything that I get in this faction teams with all 4 faction teams. So the Wilders always collect our loot. As you can see, we did a lot with our Field of Stars. So go ahead and we'll collect this out. We do collect the fast rewards. Going through, as you can see, we did get pretty lucky, got some more PO coins there. I always do 1 refresh. That way we get a couple more PO coins, we get a lot more resources there, as you can see. Continuing to build this account, Hero Essence we were always short on, and now Hero EXP as we'll go ahead and continue to level up our Resonating Crystal. Always hit up, of course, the friends list, just getting the dailies. Monthly card, I do have both of them. As you can see, we have the monthly and the deluxe monthly card, so we do get 500 gems there every single day. Bounty boards, I don't refresh any of the bounty boards. I know it's really recommended, especially when you're getting a lot of just lower level quests. As you can see, they're all maxed out, legendary, mythic, or ascended. I do not spend gems refreshing it. I did once upon a time, but with having so many accounts and going through so many accounts, I don't refresh anything. In the arena, as you can see, I'm at level, I think 203 it was. I just go ahead and get 1 defeat or 1 victory here. Takes me to 201. King's Towers, I always do push the King's Towers. So as we're going through here, we'll go ahead. We usually give this 2 or 3 tries. On the faction tower specifically, as you can see there, we got absolutely destroyed on floor 306. But the faction specific towers, I do push every single day, and every single day that they're open, we go ahead and we push the faction towers. If you can gain some momentum or even some of the levels in here, you get more hero essence, you can pick up more emblems, you can pick up Stargazer cards. There's a lot of absolutely phenomenal loot that you get out of the faction towers. As you can see, we just got 400k gold. I'm not going to go through and push like I normally do right now just because it is very time consuming. Same with the Brutal Citadel. I make sure that I go ahead and I run this. If I get a defeat, I run it usually about 5 to 10 times because what I'm actually doing right here is just out leveling the tower itself is really the big thing. So I can finish a lot of levels in here, and there we go. We got 400 common enchantment tokens. Just because we're out leveling the tower itself. They're at 244, we're out leveled. If I wanted to really push the tower, I could go through, strip off all the gear, re-equip all the gear to my light bears or my other teams, my Mauler team there, but I usually don't go because we're going very quick. Arcane Labyrinth, I always clear this out every single day because it does yield a lot of gems as well as some chests. And now with, of course, the Field of Stars, we do get some extra resources there. So we push through the Labyrinth every single time it is up on every single account. We do the Labyrinth. We go through the Voyage of Wonders, we do the Peaks of Time, and of course, we do the guild bosses. Every single day that the guild bosses are up, as you can see here, we're getting 468 extra tokens there. So we'll go ahead and just make this, again, a little quick review through. So on the Field of Stars, I'll show you what I unlocked here. A majority of, well, everything's unlocked that I can get. I do have a couple more that I have to either reach higher levels or go ahead and progress further in the campaign. The big torch is really the big one. This is where you get your Hero Choice Pack. If you do not unlock this, you will not have the Hero Choice Pack, which for the Hero Choice Pack, absolutely amazing on the faction accounts because I do look for specific heroes. It's not just going through and summoning everybody. It is only looking for specific heroes. The Oaken Inn was the other one that we just released. We don't have any of our red furniture yet, but we'll go ahead and collect that up. Collect your daily loot every chance that you have. So you get 3 chances a day. Make sure that you're collecting, as you can see, 450k gold, which is awesome. As you actually build up higher, 450k again. And here's actually looking at my own account. Here's Insomnia's account. I do have 1 red furniture that I got so far. So we'll go back home. So making sure that you're going and you're cleaning out and seeing everyone that you can actually level up or add gear to in here. That way you're just adding more stats. So essentially received healing, 1 more point there. So going through the Oaken, the other thing I want to show you is because we have faction accounts, it's very, very easy because we can go through and look at the workshop, look at my wish list. There we go. This is a Wilder account. There are all the Wilders. Regardless of the heroes we're going to use, we are sticking with all Wilders, and regardless of them only being Elite Plus, we're still going to stick with all Wilders because that was the main reason we built this account. So once we get some gear sets, once we start building up furniture and getting them up a little bit higher with their furniture maxed out, we can go ahead and swap people in the wish list just like we do in the Summoning Tower. So looking at the Noble Tavern, we do have the Choice Hero, which we unlocked. So we have 3 chances to get 28 days. Every 30 days it resets, so it'll actually reset our 3 chances. Here we popped Saurus in there, which is who we are looking for. So looking at the team really quick. As you can see, we're building Saurus. We do need a lot more copies of him. Lorzen, we have 4 copies of him. That gives us enough to take him to Legendary. Plus, that takes us enough to get him to Ascended. We just need food. As you can see, there's Cirrus in the exact same boat. We just need food. We have 4 copies of him. We have 2 of Kaz, but we do not have any copies. Well, we have 1 copy of Saurus. So essentially with him, we need 5. 5 copies. We need 1 more copy to take him to Legendary Plus. Then we need some food to get him to up to Mythic. Then we need food to get him to Mythic Plus. And then we need 2 Elite Plus or 4 more copies of Saurus to take him to Ascended. So he's going to be our next Ascended hero. Hopefully with these summons, we're going to get lucky. As you can see, we have 33 faction scrolls. We have 18 regular scrolls, 246 companion points. So we're going to go ahead and do all of these summons. Stargazer, we don't have anything. And what I'm going to do, and make sure that you follow suit, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use all of my companion summons first. I'm going to use my common summons. I'm going to use my faction scrolls because if I can pull copies of Saurus, I won't have to use him as my choice hero. He's kind of a last resort on where we want to build him. So let's go ahead and get into the summons on the Wilder account here. So a couple more common card or rare cards, which we do need a lot of rare cards because we do need a lot of food on this account. And right there, pretty good pull, 6 rare cards. So we'll go on to our regular summons, which we do have 1 here. Which it looks like we're full. Got a couple more Wilders there. All right, so let's continue, which our wish list is still looking pretty good, still looking for Saurus. Lorzen, we actually have the copies to get him to Ascended. And this is where you have to kind of look, because Lorzen, we have copies to get him to Ascended. So we'll take him out, we'll put Solus in, that way we can add more stars. We do have enough copies of Cirrus as well. Remember, we already had our 4 copies, just going to be food. So in this case, we will go ahead and pop in Gorvo. That way we can continue to build the Wilders because we already have the other heroes. Again, just needing food at this point for the accounts. So go ahead and get into this summons, which there's our first elite. Hopefully it is a Wilder. It is a copy of Rowan. I will always take that, a simply amazing hero. We will swap this one to our Wilders. 3 summons here, so we know we're at least going to get 1 elite, hopefully 2 or 3, which only 3 rare cards, not a good pull for the first one. And as you can see, the bags are getting pretty full. We'll have to go through and ascend and work on a lot of heroes, but we just have a couple more summons here. And again, just 4 rare cards in our final summon. Double, look at that. A double Wilder, which is Tassie and Gorvo. Very nice. We're continuing. I believe Namora is almost at 5 stars now. Tassie is making her way. We'll get a couple more emblems there. All right, so now that we know all of our summons, all of our companion summons are used, all of our regular scrolls, all of our faction scrolls, we can focus on the summons here. Now, what I have heard is same as regular summons, every 3 summons, so essentially every 9,000 diamonds, we are going to get guaranteed a Saurus. So I'm hoping that we can actually pull a couple copies of him, which would be nice. We actually have Namora, which is at 4 stars, and then just a lot of food that we got here. So we are actually going to need some food, so we'll clear up a little bit of space. Use some copies of Ogi to go ahead and get Arden up to Legendary Plus. Again, free up a little bit more hero space. so we can go ahead and pull a copy of Saurus. So I'm hoping first pull we can get a copy of him, which just a little bit more of our rare fodder there. Second pull, so this is 6,000, we did not get. So now, according to everyone that I've talked to, the next pull will be Saurus, and it will be guaranteed, even though we do have to ascend a couple more heroes. So the next pull should be guaranteed Saurus, and this is our pull, which there it is, and there is Saurus. Perfect, so that'll take him to Legendary Plus, and we already have some food. Might have another hero there, but we still have 2 more chances. So we have 6,000 diamonds here. So we'll go ahead, and again, these bags are full. I'm definitely going to have to clean them out. I haven't used much of the other factions, but we can get him to Legendary. Of course, you know, we're focusing on him all the way to Mythic, or all the way to Ascended, and there is his signature item, which makes him very, very powerful. We do have 2 more chances to pull the last 2 copies that we have here, which look at the rare card, 3, 6, 7 cards there, which again, absolutely full. I'm gonna go after this and just empty out the hero slots. I don't wanna buy more bags because it does cost diamonds. In our final summon here, which is another copy of Saurus, so we got 2. Very nice. So we'll continue to build him, and look at that, we have 1 more chance. Once you use all of your chances, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 chances, once you use all your chances, just go back to the regular summons because they are cheaper to use. We'll stick with our Wilders. Fingers crossed we get another Saurus, which it is a copy of Almas. Almas we've continued to build. Very disappointed with his abilities. Overall, in the shop, every single day I buy Hero EXP. Every single day I buy Amplifying Emblems. And now we added the Poe coins, so make sure every single day you're buying Poe coins. They're going to add up. You need 300 to do a summons, 3,000 to do a 10 summons. So make sure every day, this is the addition to the guild shop, make sure you're buying the Poe coins. In the guild store, we've just been kind of waiting for the T2 stones. As you can see, I have 109,000 coins. They raised the cap to the coins up to 200,000. So now I can actually get 200,000 coins here. So I'm waiting a little bit further. We'll be able to unlock the T2 stones because we have a lot of T1 stones. The barracks, I've actually been debating on some tree juice, but I think I'm going to go ahead and save it right now just because we might get Nakaruru on all of these accounts. I've been saving a lot of the resources. Same with Labyrinth tokens. We did buy a copy of Namora right there, and then Legends Challenger Store, we do have 54,000. So let's go ahead and look at our temple again. So the Wilder account, again, we have enough copies there of Lorzan. We have enough copies of Cirrus. We just need essentially just more food. Not sure why Arden didn't go to Rare Plus, but we got a double copy of Almas. So even though he's not the best, we might use him eventually. So I'm not going to short him on some stars. We'll add a little bit of more stats to him just in case we do use him in the future, because Lilith has a tendency of reworking heroes. So here we did get Saurus up to Mythic, so we unlocked his signature item. In the emblem side, I always make sure, as you can see, 652 emblems. Those emblems are because of all the summons that I do. I stopped buying the emblems. Once I hit 220 primordial emblems, I stopped buying them out of the shop. And that's how these accounts have so much gold. It has 55 million, even though I just spent an insane amount of gold unlocking all of the Field of Stones, which we actually forgot to do our stones here, which, look at that, Skarath and Antandra. And we do have quite a few rare stones here. So might be able to get a little bit more food out of there. And as you can see, I have a lot of tier stones just because all the gear that we have right now is already up with the tier stones. That's where we're waiting for higher tiered stones essentially at this time. All right, so we do have a couple more to ascend here, which Skarath and Antandra. So that will do it for the Wilders. Just need a little bit more food. Even if we had 2 more Elite Plus, we could actually get Saurus to Mythic Plus. But looking at him right now, we can go ahead and unlock his signature item. He is the only plate wearer that we're running on this team. we'll go ahead and get his signature item up to +10, so we can unlock his plus or 70% worth of his own attack rating as health, which is a huge heal for him. And then we already do have 415 of our amplifying emblems, so we'll continue him all the way to +20. So definitely making him very strong right off the bat. And he performs really well. There's his +20. When the ability Tenacity can no longer be stacked any further, Saurus will recover 100% worth of his own attack rating every second. So very hard to kill him when he gets his complete stacks. And as you can see, like I was saying with the T1 stones, we have all of our gear pretty much maxed out at this point. So Iran, his gear as well, we can go ahead and try a reset scroll here, which we only have one. Fingers crossed we pull the Wilder, which, nope. So in that avenue, we'll go ahead and we'll stay with gear for Taylene. So he is completely maxed out with his tier 1 gear. Namora actually looks like she needs a lot of tier 1 stones, which we're only strengthening faction items. So if it does not have this little faction symbol right up in the top, do not enhance it past 3. 3 stars is kind of the cap for it, but we definitely need some better gear for her. As you can see, Lyca's tier gear is all set, and Tassie's gear, same. We need to add some stones to it. So we'll add some attack, some dodge, some magic resistance, which is good. On the hat, I believe that's all the stones we have here. But Solus, as you can see, pretty much all geared out with the tier 1 stones as well. Almas not wearing anything because Saurus has his armor. And that is it for the Wilder account. So overall, that is how I get so much. I mean, I do the dailies every single day. So I do all of the dailies every single week. We do all of the weeklies. Even when it comes to the boss, is we'll go ahead and begin. We'll just skip out of the battle and go ahead and collect up. Now with the new one, here we get our 50 diamonds. Those are the 50 diamonds that I use for the fast rewards, since we get it every single day, giving us more emblems, possibly giving us more gear, getting more PO coins. We do get a bonus here, which is a small pile of EXP as well as additional gold, which now comes every single day. This one will give us another reset scroll. As far as purchases, I buy the cards, which is the monthly cards. I buy the 2 monthly cards, as you can see, nothing else. I don't buy any of the Rigo rewards, the Champions of Espria, the Twisted Bounties. So everything I see, the 15,000 diamonds that you've seen, were just what I accumulate in the week. I usually run the accounts the same day, usually Wilder's on Wednesday, which I know it's Thursday now. But getting 500 diamonds a day makes a very big difference when it comes to the comp. We can also do the Resonating Crystal, which we're at 266 now. We're going to accumulate a lot more EXP and a lot more Hero Essence because of the Field of Stars. And this is what I've said multiple times about progression, is you're going to progress through this game at a faster pace. Just because you're getting a lot more resources over time. So got them up to 269. They're just shy of the essence. Like I said, every day I buy the essence. I don't refresh the shop. On my main account, I do. On the faction accounts, I do not. So it's pretty basic when you look. So in 7 days, I get roughly 3,500 diamonds out of the cards. Everything else comes from pushing the tower, always doing the Arcane Labyrinth, always doing the bounty boards, making sure that you're doing everything that you can in the game, even going through the Peaks of Time. We have to start the new one, which is the Contorted Realm. Very tough, but Depths of Time and Field of Stone are up. As you can see, they're completely finished, which is how I keep them. So that's what I run on the Wilder account. We're going to go ahead and hold off and do the campaign push next week, just because the video is going to be a little bit longer than normal. So this week, we're actually going to take a little bit of a break with the campaign push. We'll probably go ahead and push the accounts next week so we can really make some progression here. Very excited to get Saurus up. Finally getting him up to Mythic, getting a +20 signature item, which I think out of all of the heroes, because Iran stays at +30 pretty much, because he's capped out. Namora plus 20 is good for her. Leica plus 20 is good for her. Same with Tassie, plus 20 is good for her. Solus is the one that we're focusing on right now to go ahead and use our emblems to get her to plus 24. And the thing is, with her Floral Spectre and her furniture makes a big difference. Her furniture is very, very powerful when you look at the ability to keep the Floral Spectre alive. Just missed it. One more tick and we could have had her gear completely maxed out there. So overall, I mean, 15 million damage on the Wilder account already, or 15 million overall attack rating. Teams are definitely getting a lot stronger. Continue to push the tower. It is really the key to progression. The King's Tower and all 4 of the faction towers. It's pretty cool with the new Oaken Inn, or the Whale Inn as I like to call it, to go ahead and build up furniture. As you can see, we're just a little bit short of doing a 10 pull here, but I do like the fact that I can go ahead and build the wish list just like I do with all of my heroes. So as we continue to progress on this account, like I had said, it's very cool to see, making sure that we're doing the Field of Stars, the Elder Tree. We actually leveled up a significant amount there. We've been focusing on the Ranger and the Substance Tree just because they're very powerful. I want to focus on the Ranger Tree to 25 because it is powerful when you go ahead and kill a hero to get 80 haste points and a health recovery, which is, again, super powerful. So overall with the accounts, that's what I do on a daily basis. I do run 8 accounts, so it does get pretty time consuming. So buzzing through these pretty quick to do the dailies only probably takes me about 15 minutes to go through and do all of the daily quests and go ahead and check out the shop. Labyrinth 4x speed is absolutely amazing with the new patch. Running through it gives you usually a couple hundred diamonds between running the first floor, second floor, and then hard mode. You get a lot of tokens out of there killing the boss that's in there. So make sure you're running it that way and just make sure you continue to push progression as fast as you can. With the Field of Stars, it is going to be faster. You're going to get resources faster. You're going to get gems faster. You're going to get everything faster, which is going to increase your campaign progression in the speed that you can go through here. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know I've gotten a lot of questions about the faction accounts and how I run them, and that is exactly how I run them. Pretty much to a T, I do the exact same thing on the same faction accounts. All of the faction accounts for the Peaks of Time are all at the Contorted Realms. I haven't started any of them yet, but it's about time. I think we could probably clear a lot of it, if not clear the Contorted Realms. So that'll be what is in next for the lineup. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.